Okay, now you started this video with saying you want some answers to your questions. You posted this on January 14th of 2007. This is a bit later. This is now April 29th of 2008. So we got a bit of a span here. I don't know if any answers have been posed to your questions as in to help maybe make a decision or help open your mind a little bit more. But we're going to go ahead and go down your list as far as your questions, starting with number one. Do you think that people are born gay or choose to be gay? Why or why not? If you're looking at personal opinion, I personally believe people are born homosexual. If you want to look at evidence or references, that's yet to be determined. There's really no solid studies that will say one way or another whether somebody is born and or find it as a chosen lifestyle. I have instances where I can look at both sides of the idea one way or another, but I still stand by the idea that I think most people in the concept of the idea would be born homosexual. And it's kind of like the idea of why would somebody choose to be hated, discriminated against, attacked, and lose equal rights that a lot of people already have just because they want to be gay. So it's kind of looking at that viewpoint as well. You asked about what is the stance on gay rights and gay marriage. For starters, I don't think there should be gay rights or gay marriage. I think there should be equal rights, which would include marriage. Just because they're a same sex couple, whether it be men or women, why would you want to take away anything that they justly would deserve as any heterosexual couple would, to include marriage as well? You asked on question number three, do I think that it is a disease that can be treated, such as alcoholism? If you look at the history of mental disorders, there was at one point in the mental disorder diagnosis manual that homosexuality was a mental disorder. However, since then, due through other reviews, it has become to be determined that homosexuality is not a mental disorder, which would describe that it would not, or I'm sorry, it would lead to the idea that homosexuality is not a disease that is curable, nor is it a disease of any means. You asked if you're a Christian and you're gay, how do you stand on that with your religion, and how does the Bible support it, and where? I myself am not Christian. I do not follow Christian doctrine. So that's an area that I would rather pose to somebody else. I could give insight on that, however, I choose not to, because it's not a religion that I study, and I don't want to become offensive to other people because, oh, you're not a Christian, you shouldn't be talking about that. So go ahead and let somebody else do that for you. You asked, how old were you when you realized that you were homosexual, if you are, and at what age did you come out? I have always known I was homosexual. I did not know what it was. You know, when you're 7, 8, 9 years old, you don't know what homosexuality is. You don't know what sexuality is at all. However, you can know there's a difference with the way you interact, respond, and feel about people being around you. At about the age of 12, I realized, oh, look, this is what it is. And I knew for sure what the title would be, homosexual. I came out at the age of 14, open and proud. How did my friends and family react was your next question. I have lost friends due to it. Then again, I grew up in a very small-minded farming community in the southern part of my state. So that wasn't unexpected. I was pretty sure that was going to happen. My family, every once in a while, one family member will try to use it to hurt me. Guess what? Doesn't work. Other than that, my family reacted very well. They came back with the whole, you're the same person. It doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is and who you love, that doesn't change who you are. So it actually became very beneficial with my family as far as their reaction to me coming out. Your next question was, if you are homosexual, have you ever been sexually abused? I find that to be a question that probably should not have been asked, one that is delving a little deeper than what it should be, and in all essence, I understand why, but I don't think that should have bearing in this video. So that is a question I will not answer, and I would hope that nobody else would as well. Your next question is, on a morality and ethically standing, do you find it to be wrong? Why or why not? No, I do not find it to be wrong morally or ethically. A lot of people who find homosexuality wrong or ethically or morally inappropriate are those who follow such as Christianity or Islamic religions, and of course there are other ones out there that do follow the same idea of homosexuality not being natural, that homosexuality shouldn't happen because there's no form of procreation. Okay, I understand that viewpoint. However, I don't think what happens behind my closed doors, who I love and how I treat people in my home really has any bearing on moral and ethic standing unless I'm deliberately hurting somebody for my own self-gain or deliberate hurting somebody just to do it. So, morally and ethically, no. I love people just the same as anybody else does. I care for my family just as anybody else will. And I do just as anybody else would in their home. So morally and ethically, I stand up there with a lot of people who are morally and ethically high standing. You say that you're open-minded and you want these answers to your questions because maybe with your open-minded ability, it may change some opinions, choice, and viewpoints and help you better understand. I'm hoping, though my answers are short to your questions, they're kind of concise, that for some reason that maybe it does open your mind a little bit more. It helps you do maybe a little bit more research for yourself so that way you can find out any more information that could be very pertinent to it. If you have any questions yourself, please feel free to go ahead and send a private message for Firefly 515. If not, I wish you the best of luck and a great day.